interference in the 2016 US elections.
Now, tensions are running high in Jerusalem today after 2 Israeli police officers were shot dead close to one of the city's holiest places. The 3 Arab-Israeli gunmen were then shot and killed by the security forces. The attack then prompted the Israeli authorities to close off the area at a time when Muslims were gathering for Friday prayers. Well, for more, we can cross now to France 24's Irris Makler, who's in Jerusalem following developments for us. Irris, what more can you tell us about just what happened?
I can tell you that 5 people are dead as a result of the attack today, including the 3 gunmen who opened fire. They came from within the Aqsa Mosque, opened fire outside near the Lion's Gate, and then returned to the Aqsa Mosque compound for a shootout. That's an unprecedented thing in itself. Their motives, what we know about them, is that they were 3 Israeli citizens, that is, Arabs who live in the north of the country and are Israeli citizens. That's unusual too, and their motives remain unclear because there's been no claim of responsibility. It's not clear that they were attached to any group. The town they come from, al-Fahim, is linked to the northern chapter of the Islamic movement. The leader of that movement ran a campaign until he was outlawed, until the group was outlawed. He ran a campaign for the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound saying it was under threat. Perhaps that's a link, but at the moment that's only speculation. So we don't know. The one thing we do know is that for the first time in more than 2 decades, in fact for the first time in 27 years it seems, the Al-Aqsa Mosque was closed to Muslim worshippers for Friday prayers. That just shows what an unusual and disturbing day today was.
Yeah, and Irris, another indication of just how significant this event was, the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have spoken on the telephone, and that's not something that happens very often either, is it?
No, it's not. That's a very rare thing. There are no meetings and there are no phone calls. It's not clear who initiated the call. I've heard it's reported both ways. But there was a condemnation from Mahmoud Abbas, from the Palestinian president, of the events. And he also asked Israel's Prime Minister to stop the cancellation of the Friday prayers. He said that it was really vital that the status quo on the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Temple Mount as the Jews call it, should continue. And what the Israeli Prime Minister told him was that it would continue, that it would reopen, that prayers would resume. So there was the cancellation of prayers today. We did see the arrest of the Jerusalem Mufti, but we do believe that within the next day or two, certainly by Sunday, the Al-Aqsa Mosque will once again be reopened for Muslim worshippers because they are afraid of the tinderbox that this area is, and they know that it goes from 0 to 100 like that.
All right, well, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to speed. France 24's Irris Makler in Jerusalem. Thanks again. The Egyptian Interior Ministry says that they have arrested the man who carried out a knife attack earlier on today in the Red Sea resort town of Hurghada. 2 German women are reported to have been killed in that incident, and 4 other female tourists were injured. The assailant is understood to have